The fight for the White House is on. In the red corner, the reigning champion. In the blue corner, a former vice president for 8 years, both battling to be commander-in-chief. The candidates have very different CVs and approaches.
From this day forward, it's going to be only America first.
Donald Trump, millionaire businessman, reality TV star, then 4 years as president.
Donald Trump's brand of American first has too often led to America alone.
Joe Biden, 50 years in politics, 8 of them at the White House as Barack Obama's deputy, including advising him on foreign affairs. For well over 1 million Americans, this decision isn't just who they want as president, it's also choosing their boss. Around 1 in 10 American voters are serving or have served their country, and they have families who vote too.
Just the momentum that voting bloc brings to a candidate is very important. And also, this is a demographic that tends to be very reliable and enthusiastic voters.
The military vote's been a bitter flashpoint in this election. Donald Trump accusing Joe Biden of abandoning veterans needing health care.
Which was a mess under him. 308,000 people died because they didn't have proper health care. He was a mess.
But Donald Trump stands accused of insulting servicemen and women, calling them suckers and losers.
My son was in Iraq. He got the Bronze Star. He got the Conspicuous Service Medal. He was not a loser. He was a patriot, and the people left behind there were heroes.
Trump denies saying that, and voters are divided.
Put aside the political issues other than look what he has said and done, and it's not acceptable.
I don't believe that he said losers and suckers. That's somebody else's hearsay. That's what's wrong with his social media.
But whoever wins will be in command of US forces for the next 4 years and faces hard choices about their future.
No matter who wins, there will be an economic recession. They will be working with presumably a smaller budget unless the economy rebounds very quickly. But at the moment, it's not clear it will.
So what do their track records tell us about the possibility of defence cuts in the US? In Barack Obama and Joe Biden's second term, defence spending fell as the Iraq and Afghanistan campaigns ended, while under Donald Trump, it's gone back up in real terms, but only returning to roughly 2013 levels. And while US forces shrank about 80,000 under Obama and Biden, Trump's put just under half that number back. But the US military remains far and away the world's most powerful, and so neither campaign is promising big increases in defence spending.
You're not going to see a reduction in spending. I think you'll see a continued increase or maintenance.
But my assumption is that there would not be an enormous change, if at all, in the percentage of GDP and the percentage of the federal budget that's spent on defense.
Even without a recession, either man would need to find money somewhere if they're to fulfill their promises to invest big in military technology for the future.
Expanding our capacity to take on non-traditional threats like weaponized corruption, cyber theft.
A rebuilding of the military, including Space Force and all of the other things.
Having the military punch is one thing, but being willing to use it is another. As President, Donald Trump made sudden announcements of troop withdrawals from Syria and Afghanistan, stunning enemies, allies, and even his own defense secretary, who resigned in protest. But he also presided over an airstrike which killed Iran's most powerful military commander, and a special forces raid against the head of the Islamic State terror group.
Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi is dead.
You see how Donald Trump spot treats. He doesn't send 10,000 soldiers in. He says, who's the snake? We'll cut the head of the snake off.
Under Joe Biden and Barack Obama, the US withdrew from Iraq and ended much of its combat mission in Afghanistan. Biden says he will be a president who treats military action as a last, not first resort.
But let me be clear. I will never hesitate to protect the American people, including when necessary by the use of force. As Vice President, I work with President Obama to craft the military and diplomatic campaign that ultimately defeated ISIS.
From London to Moscow and around the world, leaders and generals are watching to see who will lead their ally or enemy and deciding what moves they might make when the result is in. If you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel.